After all of that, you still, as a judge, turn around and take the side of the murderer over the victim. That is the mark of the beast in white Christianity. Right. Please finish. You still, after all of that, you still, as a judge, turn around and take the side of the murderer over the victim. That is the mark of the beast in white Christianity. You still, after all of that, you still, as a judge, turn around and take the side of the murderer over the victim. That is the mark of the beast in white Christianity. You still, after all of that, you still, as a judge, turn around and take the side of the murderer over the victim. That is the mark of the beast in white Christianity. Right. Please finish it for me, General.
The chief priest answered, "We have no king but Caesar."
Meaning, now he's a priest. He ain't supposed to have no misallegiance. He's supposed to, here's what the chief priest was supposed to say. And here's what you Christians were supposed to say. You're supposed to say, we're here for the righteousness of the Lord and his judgment. And if the jury judged her guilty, then she's guilty. But they didn't care about that. The chief priest threw everything that he learned from the Lord out the window. He didn't give a damn about it. Just like your preacher in the church don't give a damn about what God said or what the Bible said when it comes to Caesar.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, because that's where I learned the truth from, through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yahweh is the true name of the God of Israel. Yahushua is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and only true name is Yahushua. And that was a clip that the brother Anwar Yalaba, he posted to different brothers, the water, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, for allowing that brother, to see that and send that clip to different brothers. But General Yahanna is a sellout. He doesn't go out on the highways and byways. It's been proven that he's under the 501c3 charter. He doesn't teach about a lot of the end time prophecies, because the 501c3 prohibits that. And him, as well as other organizations that's Hebrew Israelites outside of Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites, the ones that's under the 501c3 charter that's sold out, they all have the same doctrine. They say that the mark of the beast is Christianity. They're pretty much saying that the mark of the beast is the image of the beast, which the image of the beast goes back to the setup and ways how the ancient Roman Empire ran their kingdom. All right? And the ancient Roman Empire was destroyed, but according to Bible prophecy, it came back into power through something called the Treaty of Rome, according to Revelation 13:3. And it came back in the form as the European Union and America. That's why America, as well as the European Union, their governments and their system is based off of the ancient Roman Empire, all right? As well as there are other similarities. But these camps, they're not teaching you that the mark of the beast is a physical chip. You even got guys that saying that it's spiritual. How are you going to buy and sell with Christianity, with a philosophy? That doesn't make sense. How are you going to buy and sell with Christianity? That doesn't make sense. A lot of these dudes are sellouts, and General Yahanna, he's one of them. So the scriptures tell us, according to Romans chapter 16, verses 17 and 18, to mark those that cause division. What you people need to understand is not every single Hebrew Israelite camp is the same. Not every camp is under the 501c3 charter. All right, not every camp teaches the same doctrine. You have camps that's been infiltrated by the CIA, the FBI, and you got groups that learned from Great Millstone, as well as Great Millstone being, the head Hebrew Israelite camp that you should follow. That's not under the 501c3 charter. That's who you should be following. That teach the 100% truth according to the doctrine and go into the Bible fully, the secular history, the meaning of words, and prophecy. Which prophecy, that's the spirit of Yahushua. Which the spirit of Yahushua, according to Revelation 3:20, is not dealing with ISUPK or their doctrine, as well as other camps that's trying to seek vainglory. The mark of the beast is the RFID chip implant. Whether you people want to believe it or not, the time is going to come where you're going to be presented with this RFID chip implant. And the ones of you that take it, according to Revelation chapter 14, verses 9 through 10, Revelation chapter 16, verse 2, and plenty of other scriptures in the book of Revelation, you're going to be destroyed for not only worshiping the image of the beast, but accepting his mark, which is physical. And that's what John the Revelator seen. What you people need to understand, like, the Spirit got me saying in a lot of the videos I'm making, John the Revelator, he didn't have the vocabulary that we have today, where he could put RFID chip implant in the Bible. Remember, that came after, his departure from earth, meaning after he died. So he couldn't put that down. When he was looking in the vision, he seen that the beast, which goes back to the ancient Roman Empire, which was the empire of Edomites, the so-called white race, their seed line makes up the nation of Edom. They are the true descendants of Esau and not Jacob. He seen that in his vision. He saw the beast, which the modern day beast today is NATO and EU. He seen that they was branding people, right, causing both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark, a physical mark. He seen that in the vision. So that's what he wrote down according to the vocabulary he had at his time. He couldn't put RFID chip implant. He had to put mark there. And it was up to us in this lifetime to figure out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua what he was talking about. And we know that it's talking about the RFID chip implant. But you have a lot of guys that's infiltrated by the government that are trying to teach otherwise. They're trying to disrupt prophecy. They're trying to deceive you. And guys such as Journal Yahanna, GOCC, other camps, IUIC, even HOI, a lot of these camps, according to Ezekiel chapter 3, verses 17 through 19, you got a lot of blood on your hands because you know what the mark of the beast is. You know the difference between the image of the beast and the physical mark, but you're deceiving the people. And the Lord is going to require the blood at your hands. So let's get into it. Because we supposed to mark people like this. We ain't supposed to be bigging them up. If a guy is going off according to the doctrine, we supposed to rebuke him sharply. It don't matter how many years he been in the truth. If he's going off, we got to combat that. Why keep that to yourself? The Lord could, put a serious judgment upon you for not speaking up about it. So this is why, I'm doing the video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua from what I seen one of his servants, post in the chat about this video concerning General Yahanna. All right. So let's do this. So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And I'm going to make this brief because a lot of people, even people that don't even accept being a Hebrew Israelite, even they understand that the RFID chip implant is the mark of the beast. But I'm just going to do this for edification. And you guys that's a part of ISUPK, it's not about us here at Great Millstone trying to flex on you, so to say. It's about just teaching the truth according to the scriptures, according to what's written. Your doctrine is flawed. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he, who's the he? Let's talk about the central bankers, the beasts, the Edomites. The so-called white race, their seed line, right? The Zionist regime. Cause of all, meaning the day is going to come where there's going to be a mandatory event that's going to take place worldwide, where every single person in every single country and nation is going to be required to accept the RFID chip implant, which is known as the mark of the beast. There's a difference between the mark of the beast and the image of the beast. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So from a person that's a bum out in the street to a person that's in jail, prison, federal prison, right? All the way up to a person that has status in this world, millionaire, billionaire. It says to receive a mark. You go into that word mark in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And it's another various different scriptures too, mentioned in the book of Revelation. The word mark for Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, to prove that it's not spiritual and that it's not dealing with, the image of the beast, because this is dealing with the mark of the beast. It says an imprinted mark. The word there is charagma, Strong's G 5480, all right, which is an imprinted mark. So this is what John the Revelator seen, all right. John the Revelator and the vision that was revealed unto him, that he jotted down, it was revealed unto him that the beast was causing everybody worldwide to accept this mark, this imprintable mark. Something that's imprintable, it goes in your skin, all right? It goes in your hand. And that's literally how the RFID chip implant procedure, the subdermal implant, that's how it is. It's a subdermal implant. It's an imprintable mark. This is the goal of the New World Order. All right, the goal of the New World Order is to what? Microchip everybody. Why you think they going to 5G? Why you think they went from 2G to 3G to 4G to LTE? Now they got 5G that's getting ready to be erected worldwide in America. Why you think the world was transitioning from using physical paper money to now it's becoming a cashless society, where if you have cash, you're deemed as pretty much a criminal, all right? They hold your money up to the sky when you go into the deli. Why you think that's so? Because that's the agenda of the New World Order. That's how they conditioning the sheep. So General Yahanna, you're putting people to sleep. You're deceiving people. You know what the chip is. And he even said that he would take it. If you look at a lot of our videos that we made of General Yahanna, according to what he said out of his own mouth, not us demonizing him. We're not trying to demonize General Yahanna. We're just telling you you're going off according to the scriptures. That's all we're doing. All right? And you know you're going off. And you're teaching your men to go off. And you're deceiving our people. So you go into the root word of charagma, which is karak, Strong's G 5482, which says what? A pale stake or palicide, referring to what? The needle that's used to inject the RFID/NFC chip implant inside of your skin, making it what? An imprintable mark. It goes in your skin. You see how the scriptures link up? This is what John the Revelator seen. All right? Making it what? A subdermal implant. So how is this Christianity? This is a physical mark. John the Revelator, he's seen people getting a physical mark in his vision. He's seen it. He couldn't put RFID chip implant. See, that's why you gotta have faith, because faith is not given unto everybody, according to Ephesians 2:8. If he put RFID chip implant in there, that would be too easy. You wouldn't even need to have faith. Nobody would take it, honestly. But he put the word mark in there because the Bible is a controversial book, and you have to have faith dealing with prophecies and certain things that's written. Certain things, there's evidence that it happened, and certain things, it didn't happen yet. That's why you got to have faith. The Lord know what he was doing by allowing John the Revelator to put mark or say mark. All right? He know what he was doing. Only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to have faith. You go into the root word of karak, Strong's G 5482, which is grapho, Strong's G 1125, which pretty much the definition says to store information on a specific type of material. What materials I talk about? The RFID chip implant. What's going to be stored on it? Your medical records, your birth certificate, your direct deposit, everything you could think of that you carry in your wallet, your money, Everything is going to be centered around this chip. Getting inside of your car, getting inside of your apartment building, your mansion, whatever the hell you might own. All your information is going to be stored on this chip. John the Revelator, he know what he's seen. That's why in the book of Revelation, the different chapters, it says you're going to get the judgment, not just worshiping the image of the beast, but for receiving his mark. And this is the downfall of these other camps outside of Great Millstone. They try to incorporate the mark of the beast with the image of the beast, which, yeah, the mark of the beast is a part of his image, meaning, that's the New World Order, that's his agenda, and that's his setup. But the mark of the beast is a physical chip that's going to be mandated and come into law. They already have it going on in India. They're getting ready to make it mandatory. You see it in Sweden. It's going to be a worldwide thing soon. You're going to be deemed a terrorist. You won't be able to buy or sell. All right? These dudes, I'm telling you, they don't got it. And they getting mad at us. Like if we just making videos on them for no reason. You're going off according to the doctrine. It says in their right hand or in their foreheads. The guy that invented the RFID chip implant, Carl Sanders, he said biologically that there was only two places you can imprint, meaning receive the RFID chip implant at the time that he created it, which is your right hand in between your thumb and your index finger and underneath your hairline, which is your forehead, which you can also link the forehead part up to people that's amputees. They'd probably be missing arms. So how else would they get it? They would get it in their head. Everybody needs a head and a brain to survive, right? Verse 17, it says, and then in verse 17, it proves that it's not talking about a spiritual mark, because this is dealing with the global economic collapse. This is dealing with the stock market crash. Verse 17 is that no man might buy or sell. How the hell are you going to buy with Christianity? That doesn't make sense. How are you going to buy and sell with a philosophy? That doesn't make sense. This verse right here lets you know that what? The dollar is going to collapse worldwide. No matter what nation currency paper money is in, it's going to collapse worldwide. Because the New World Order is going to have all these nations come together and come up with a one world currency, which that's the RFID chip implant. Money is going to become digital and be stored on there. Not to get that confused with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. That's going to collapse when the stock market crash and the value of paper money is completely zero. That's why it says you're not going to be able to buy or sell. It says, save he that had the mark, Strong's G5480, which is proven that it's a physical chip. So John the Revelator, he understood that because it's written there. It's written there. He understood that it was a physical chip that was going to be mandated for everybody worldwide to take, because you wouldn't be able to buy or sell without it. So that's what he's seen in his vision, and he wrote it down to the best of his ability, which is pretty clear to the elect of the nation of Israel. Lord willing, I'm a part of it. It says, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, which is 666, right? The UPC, the Universal Practical Barcode. It says, count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666, which in the Greek translate the cheese-sized stigma, which is 660 and 6. The word 6 that means to cut, which also links up with charagma, of it being an imprintable mark. So that's show the judgment. Because you can't be out here just telling our people, oh, you're Israelites. But you got to tell them about the prophecies. You got to tell them that America is known as Babylon the Great, all right? And it's going to be destroyed. You can't be teaching our people a prosperity doctrine and that you want to build your kingdom within this kingdom. That's what he said. There's countless videos on it. He want to build his kingdom within this kingdom. Come on, man. Y'all want to follow somebody like that? This is Revelation 14, verse 9. If you are a man of the Lord and it's been revealed unto you what the mark of the beast is, I'm not talking about you not knowing at all. I'm talking about the people that know it's the chip, but they still teaching otherwise. You got to tell the people what it is. or else the Lord is going to destroy you. The Lord is going to kill all false prophets, even the ones that's among his people. Revelation 14:9. This is the judgment for the people that receive the mark of the beast. And a lot of, Journey Yahanna, as well as other Hebrew Israelite camps outside of Great Millstone, a lot of you are going to accept the mark of the beast based off of the doctrine, lies, and deception that you learn from General Yahanna. So General Yahanna, you're going to have a lot of people blood on your hands. Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, right? The beast goes back to the ancient Roman Empire, which came back in the form through the Treaty of Rome as America and the European Union, which all ties in with the nation of Edom ruling in these last days, as prophesied in 2 Ezra 6:9, right? And his image, right? His image goes back to the ways how the ancient Roman Empire ran their kingdom, but ultimately in this lifetime, I talk about the New World Order. It says, and that's the key thing, and receive his mark, Strong G5480, Karagma, a physical mark, which is talking about the RFID chip implant. That's what John the Revelator seen in his vision, in his forehead or in his hand. So even if you get it in your left hand or anywhere in your body, you're still receiving it. You're going to get this judgment written that I'm about to read to you. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, meaning you're going to get the full extent of the Lord's wrath. You can't get the chip and then take it out of your skin. No, because it's already written. You can't use the lie saying that, all men that sin can be forgiven except the sin of blasphemy. Nah, if you take this chip, you're not going to be forgiven because it's already written about the ones that was going to take the chip and the ones that weren't going to take the chip. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. Talk about the thermonuclear missiles. And also in the presence of the Lord. It says in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which the Lamb is Yahushua. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. They have no rest day nor night, because it's talking about the smoke, how it's going to be in the air, how America is going to be on fire for a certain period of time. And who is these missiles, the thermonuclear missiles, going to destroy that's causing the smoke of their torment to ascend up forever and ever? It's about the missiles, all right? And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints, which we know who the saints are. Talk about the Israelites. Here, it says, here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. That's the key thing. You got to have faith. It has to be given to you from the God of Israel. So ultimately, man, Jonah Yahanna, he's a sellout. And, that's why, brothers and sisters that come into the truth, you shouldn't be watching every camp. Now, when you first come in, the Lord is going to have you watch different camps. But after a while, you got to stick with one camp. And the camp that you should stick with is Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites, because it's about the doctrine, all right? So, Shalom, don't take the RFID chip implant, which is the mark of the beast. Shalom.